Okay, I have successfully done it. Let's talk to Sieg. Wake up, Sieg. Wake up and fight this Chaos Eater, or whatever it's called.
Excuse me, I was... No, you know, perhaps...
Alright, he has a master plan.
Friend, I have an idea. A good one, really. I will rush those dire fiends, and you can slip away in the confusion. Please, friend. I owe you much more than this. By the honor of the Knights of Katarina, allow me to assist you. And now, I go. Don't be slow.
There he goes.
Come on! Over here, you fiends! Perish, foul creatures! I am Zinkmeyer of Katarina, and you shall feel my wrath!
And that's it. So, a very nasty trick is that over to my right, there's usually another one, and it doesn't count towards like his little event, but it'll still see you and see Sieg, and it'll like come over here and try to fight, and it could totally kill him, or just like mess up this little like post-fight celebration.
But you, didn't you get away? Well, you saved me, once again. Oh, thank goodness. I'm exhausted. I think I'll have a rest. Oh, don't you worry. The ground below me is my pillow. I'll recover shortly.
You were standing in poison, motherfucker! He's fine, though. He's okay. He's not gonna die from poisoning or anything. But it's real dumb. It's real dumb. And he just goes to sleep in the middle of the poison. It's so stupid. Yeah, so if that fight plays out to where he loses more than half of his health, then even if he survives and you talk to him afterwards, he dies. And actually, that can be not such a bad thing if you're like going for crazy like inventory completion. It takes 2 runs, but well, I guess you could always just ignore the good ending to his questline, because if he dies, he gives you a ring that you can't get anywhere else. He's guaranteed to drop it, and it's the bespeckled stone plate ring, I think. So it's a stone plate defense ring that combines like resistances to, I think, magic, fire, and poison or something. It has multiple things on it, and it's the only way to get it. But if you do the good version of his questline, where you don't get him killed here, then you can never get the ring on this playthrough. Alright, so this is where one guy was standing, right? No, this is opposite end. Also got a red Titanite chunk down there. That's real helpful, actually. Still gotta max out my my fire and my chaos weapon. Alright, let's go back down. I don't know why there had to be poison down here. And this like last little area of Lost Izalith seems super unnecessary. Doesn't look like they packed in another enemy, but I know there's stuff hidden around in these empty corners. Okay, this is where I killed that one dude. Yay, another red Titanite chunk. Let's see, can I just drop down here? I'll drink to be safe. Don't think the fall will kill me, but can't be too safe. Oh yeah, that was fine. Let's see, here's our secret. And look, this is another one where they hide the chain under the water, but it's fine. It's a red slab. Now I have 2 of them, so I can max out both my weapons, my fire and chaos when the time comes. There's another way to get a red Titanite slab. I believe you have to drop an ascended pyromancy flame for Snuggly, and Snuggly will give you a red slab. Alright. Well, that takes care of, I think, everything in Izalith, except for the boss fight, obviously. But let's go back. This should take me back to our fair lady, I did a little bit of play with our fair lady. And I got her Covenant up to +2. Well, I'm in the Gravelord Covenant right now. Because I ranked that one up, and I got a new Miracle. Like an upgraded version of the first one he gave me. Let's see here. I've gotten some new stuff. Oh, right, behind me. Yeah, there it is. I almost forgot. This is Kirk's set. This does not appear here unless you do all 3 invasions with him and kill him all 3 times, obviously. What does this message say? Need humanity. I'm going to leave one of my own. Let's see. Use item, write message. Characters? Dark Wraith. So, Kirk is a Dark Wraith. He is part of Kath's group. But it would seem that he was in the Dark Wraith for the sake of gathering humanity to give to the fair lady. That seemed to be his real purpose. So let's read his stuff. I also got the chain stuff from the first merchant in the game back in the Burg. Let's see. Oh, I need to put away Solaire shit. Armor of Kirk, Knight of Thorns, and notorious member of the Dark Wraiths. A dense patch of thorns grows from its surface. It is a fitting item for the murderous Kirk, for by simply wearing it and rolling, one can damage enemies. Yeah, this is a weird gimmick set. You can hurt people by rolling into them. I think there might have been a similar set in Demon's Souls too? I'm not sure. Did we ever read the Goldhem stuff? Worn by Witch Quelana of Izalith, a mother of pyromancy and daughter of chaos, she wore this gold hem black cloak even before the Age of Fire, and it offers strong resistance versus fire, poison, and other perils. Yeah, I think we did. I know we read Solaire stuff. The chain stuff, chainmail armor of thin interlinking rings of steel. It is common throughout the human world since it can be easily produced. It is not too heavy and offers good defense. Knights may favor flashy armor, but for warriors on the battlefield, anything is fine as long as it keeps them alive. I also, well, here's his shield. I also gotta look at his sword. Shield of the infamous Dark Wraith Kirk, Knight of Thorns, covered with spikes. Can be used as a weapon. Sharp spikes cause heavy bleeding. I don't think we looked at Solaire's shield. Shield is Solaire of Astora, Knight of Sunlight, decorated with the holy symbol, but Solaire illustrated it himself, and it has no divine powers of its own. As it turns out, Solaire's incredible prowess is a product of his own training, and nothing more. And let's see, here it is, the Evelyn. This is the thing that's on top of the bookshelf in the Duke's archives that I got fucking killed trying to get. I did get it off camera. Luckily, it doesn't disappear just for opening the chest. The chest stays open, but the item stays there. This is probably the best crossbow in the game. Repeating crossbow cherished by the weapon craftsman Idis. Its elaborate design makes it closer to a work of art than a weapon. Intricate mechanism makes heavy damage possible through triple shot firing of bolts, but in fact each bolt inflicts less damage. This thing's like a gun, it's crazy. I know in I think DS3 it was like really busted for a while. They might have nerfed it, but fuck. I turned the Partisan into a Crystal Partisan for no reason. I got the reinforced club with leather nailed to the pommel. The Berg Undead Merchant proudly peddles this club, but its reinforcement is shoddy. Indeed, its attack is stronger, but the club is no longer dependably sturdy. The hand axe, this is like the basic pyromancer weapon. Small hand axe appears identical to a lumberjack's tool. It has an ideal weight and strength and is easy to handle. One wrong swing leaves the wielder wide open, so timing and proximity to the enemy must be judged carefully. Let's see, anything else? Oh right, his sword. The barbed straight sword. The choice weapon of the infamous Dark Wraith Kirk, also known as the Knight of Thorns for the gnarly spikes on his favorite weapon. This frightful sword deals only thrust attacks and causes heavy bleeding. And finally is the this new miracle from Nito. Miracle known only by the servants of the first dead Gravelord Nito. Giant Gravelord swords jut out in vicinity. Many have died and many eyes were claimed to realize the great sword dance. A Gravelord ritual known only by its closest servants. So I still haven't done any actual Gravelording. I think I said that I did touch a summon sign once and I got called in to fight a Gravelord, but the host died like the second I got there because there were other invaders. So I didn't really get to see any fun. Let me sit down here. Covenant. Join the fair lady. I don't know if I have to do this step, but maybe. I did, oh, I got a new thing from her as well. I gave her 30 humanity. I didn't want to do that before, the Solaire stuff. I didn't want to open the door before then. Let's see, where... Down here in my pyromancy somewhere. If I can remember which one it is. I believe it's... Chaos Storm. Art of the Flame of Chaos which engulfed the Witch of Izalith and her daughters. Erect localized chaos fire pillars. The Witch of Izalith, in an ambitious attempt to copy the first flame, created instead the Flame of Chaos, a twisted bed of life. Damn, that's a good item description. So there you go. That's what happened to Izalith. When the first flame was dying, she tried to take part of her own soul and recreate the first flame, and instead created the Flame of Chaos, causing all sorts of problems. Causing the creation of demons, causing the, the mutation in the Fair Lady, as well as Quelaag, as well as herself and 2 other daughters that we haven't technically seen yet, as well as the crazy lava that turned Ceaseless Discharge into a monster. Alright, so my target is out here. Let me quick look at, yeah, because there's no punishment for leaving covenants. Or maybe there is. Maybe I went from +2 to +1. I don't think it fucking matters, though. So we've still not really interacted with these dudes. The guys that look like Auggie. So you kill them in one, they don't fight back. But they drop these dudes. And they drop egg vermifuges. Okay, I need you guys to not kill me. If I take my helmet off. Oh, here we go. God damn. That took forever. Alright, get this shit off. Oh, do it again for posterity. Alright, I should be good now. Now, eventually over time, my guy he'll get a little itchy, and that's how you know the shit worked. So let's let a little bit of time pass, and we'll see what happens. There we go. Now I'm an egg dude. Get rid of these dudes. Oh, they are so annoying. Egg vermifuge. Remember, we got one of those in the Painted World. And that'll actually cure this crap that I have now, but I don't want that just yet. I want to go talk to Auggie and see what he thinks of my cool new eggs.
Well, now, you're just like me. Your dedication is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful. Why not try this? I've no use for it any longer.
Oh, it just gives you one.
Oh, hello. What is it that you need?
So he sells even more of them, but he also sells these two. I already have Poison Mist, but I guess I'll buy it regardless. But I really want Toxic Mist. And I think that really does it for Auggie.
Oh, what is it?
Talk?
Incidentally, do you have an interest in pyromancy? if you have, I shall share my flame with you.
Oh, we get an additional pyromancy flame. So if you didn't get it from Laurentius or get one from Quaylana, you can get it from him, I guess.
You have served our fair lady well. Now, let this strength be yours. Worse than undead, we are diseased and unwanted, like the grime of the great swamp. But my dear fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quelaag's orders to the contrary. Worse than
So presumably these guys were once in Blighttown. They were like regular residents there. But I guess the fair lady, who we don't have a name for, kind of took it upon herself to try to help them out. Maybe that has something to do with her being a firekeeper, and possibly part of the reason why she's in this mess and why it's so bad. It ain't great. Let's use that egg vermifuge. I'm pretty sure that does it for Auggie. He has nothing else useful for me. I really just needed that one unique pyromancy from him. Let's go back to Firelink. I'm not sure if there's something new there or not. Maybe. It might have something to do with Sigurd. Damn it. I almost got through the entire game without doing it. Without about Siegmeyer's quest. Are you Siegmeyer or are you Sieglind? I think you're Sieglind.
Well, hello again. I have finally located my father. All of your help was invaluable to us. Thank you so much. I was finally able to pass on my mother's last words. My father, he went on his final adventure. Don't worry, that's just the way he is. Undead or no. Sort of reassuring, really. If he goes hollow, I'll just have to kill him again. My father, don't.
Let's sit. Stand up. Okay, she's still here. I might have to go defeat a boss for her to move on and for the quest to continue. So that's a really interesting line of dialogue we just got. And let me check over here. Griggs is still here, man. I don't have an answer. He is supposed to leave. He's supposed to go somewhere. But I'm wondering if I kind of bugged him out by killing Logan before he could leave. That, or it's going to happen after I beat the next major boss. I tried like searching for it, and some responses I got were like, make sure you exhaust all his dialogue. I did that. He still won't go. I don't know. I hope it happens, but at the end of the day, it's not all that important. Right, let's go back to the fair lady. I was hoping that Siegmeyer's thing would advance before I had to do this, but looks like I'm gonna have to go and hunt down the Witch of Izalith. Alright. This shortcut is still freaking great. It's ace. And do I have everything I want? No, I need to get this ring off of me. I'm gonna put on the flame stone plate ring, give myself some fire resistance, because my miracles are not gonna come too in handy here. Running through this stuff's great, but you're gonna take some hits doing these drops. It's a little trick there. When you fall off really far heights, if you mash roll the second you land, you can like get out of the stun animation. So people say it's a bug. I think it's intentional though. It should be intentional because it's kind of like how falling in real life works. If you're a crazy good athlete, you can like absorb the a lot of the shock from the fall by doing a cool roll. Let's see. I should be able to get past this this Titanite demon. I've killed this guy several times. This is the one I said that comes back, and that's how I have like 40 demon Titanites on me. I could upgrade boss weapons for days. I get that stamina back. I'm not going to bother with him. I have fought him enough. I should be able to run past him. If you get really unlucky, he can tag you with his pole there. I also have a bunch of those now. He could also tag you with lightning if he shoots that around here. Which he just did. I think he fired a bolt. And there it goes. But you ignore all this shit. Or these dudes. We went through the Siegmeyer hole. Izalith is done. We've done everything here. All that's left is to go up these stairs and make a left finally. So one nice little change that they made. I don't know if the console versions had this, but I know the PC version did. You used to be able to see like out of world in this hole right here that connects to the boss room. It would just be like gray, and you could tell like it was a mistake. They fixed it, fortunately. Be wary of down. Eh, kind of true. So this is one of my least favorite fights in the series, because it's a gimmick fight that's really annoying. This is fun though. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got lords to kill and to satiate my lord vessel. The bed of chaos. Not exactly what you might have expected. So this is what became of the Witch of Izalith, and presumably a couple of the limbs here, god damn it, that thing has a crazy good range. So a couple of the limbs here, like where the like fiery orange shit is, used to be Daughters of Chaos, if I'm not mistaken. These are like two of the daughters, or what became of them, or something, or their life energy, I don't fucking know. So you get in here, you break this shit. How does this work? This doesn't work the way I remember it working. There we go. Don't know why that took so long. Alright, so that's one down. So that's like the witch. She ain't happy. I'm telling you, trying to make a first flame didn't go so well. So that attack right there is really good. Look at all this fucking fire coming down. Gotta be careful here. This boss fight's the worst. Like seriously, this one's not so great. I think the way this works is that even if I die, I don't have to do this bullshit again where you go knock out the things in the bubbles. I think it stays dead, mainly because this fight would be too bullshit if it respawned. I think that's like a playtesting thing. They kind of figured out like, nah, we gotta make sure that the player doesn't have to do this more than once. So now that we've gotten both of those, it should open up the middle path. She ain't too happy. Alright, so get that shield up, watch the limbs. Because of that, I'm dead. That's what happens. You know what? Fuck, I should have cashed out before I did this. I had 82,000. There's a decent chance I'm gonna lose that. I will put on a ring of sacrifice now and try to get that. I would like to keep that 82,000. Also, I didn't sit down by the fair lady. So here's another use of these rings of sacrifice is not only can they save your souls if like from losing them when you die, but if you've already died and lost your stuff like I just did, then you can put one on, and that way if I die again before picking up my bloodstain, the bloodstain won't go away because like it's not being replaced by anything. So now I have like a free mulligan, a couple of chances to pick up those 82,000. This time I will sit down and I'll cut some footage as I get back into the boss room. Oh, it's bullshit. This time down she creates fire. Let's go find my my blood stain, which is going to be harder than it looks. Drink. I'm dead. Good thing I put on that ring of sacrifice. Yeah, getting back there is really fucking hard. It's really fucking hard. Boom, got it. Oh, good roll, good roll, good roll. Ah. Drink. I'm dead, but I kept my souls. Oh, worth it. Super worth it. And because I killed that demon Titanite, or Titanite demon twice on my way over there, I got an extra 10,000. Alright, Faith. Oh, I can't even get 2 off of that. Alright, let's pop a big soul item. I think this one, I think it's 10,000. No, that's only 8. So I'm going to need to pop like a 2 or a 3 here. Let's go with this one. This might do it. And level up again. I want more faith. We're going to 50. 50, baby. Alright, more cutting as I get back into the boss room again. Here we go. Attempt number 4. Goal is to go straight ahead. But it's not going to be that easy. It's right about, fuck. Uh-oh. Drink. It's not happening. I assume oh, shit! Assume I gotta get closer. There it goes. I missed! Okay, so that's the challenge now. Well, I think the 4 will be permanently broken from now on, hopefully. But the challenge now is you have to make a jump and land on a limb. A tree limb that is just far enough out in that gap that you can land on it, climb up, and get to the other side. It's bullshit. This is why people don't like this boss fight. Immediately going into this fire bullshit, huh? Pick up my humanity. And there goes the big swipes. And yeah, successfully land, put the shield up, make sure I don't get hit by anything. And now work your way into here. Now this, I'm not safe entirely. It is still possible to die in here by some pyromancy bullshit. But once you get here, this is the heart. Don't die, don't die, don't die. And it's over. Guess what? Put on the symbol of avarice. They're the souls. So I got extra ones for wearing this symbol. I've been meaning to do that in the last couple of fights, but I just forgot. So drink, take this thing off. Put back on my Elite Knight helm. I need to clear out my inventory. A bonfire spawned right in front of me. That's the fight. So I don't know how clear it was, but that thing at the very end is the witch. And she's transformed into like a chaos bug type thing. It's weird. And here's the boss arena. And again, I think the things on the side were supposed to be like 2 daughters that merged with her. Let's read what the messages say. Good luck. I did it. Wretch. Tears. Let's see. Let's write one of our own. Imminent. Characters. Bug. And finally, of course, the big important thing we got, the Lord's Soul. So, the first 2 are bequeathed. They are part of Gwyn's shit. He gave a big chunk to Seath. He gave a tiny little chunk over to the 4 Kings. But this is the Lord's Soul. This is the, well, it was like the the Life Soul, I believe. Soul of the bed of chaos and the mother of all demons. This Lord's Soul was found at the dawn of the Age of Fire. The Witch of Izalith attempted to duplicate the first flame from a soul, but instead created a distorted being of chaos and fire. Its power formed a bed of life, which would become the source of all demons, and is more than enough to satiate the Lord Vessel. Too bad. So I believe you can warp to this one later. I think you can warp to all the ones that spawn off of like the major end bosses. But, well, I gotta warp out of here now because I sat down. So let's warp to Fair Lady and go see Quelana. No, not Chamber of Princess. Daughter of Chaos.